Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to the night before Thanksgiving. We got three in the house right now. We're waiting for Freight Chain, but we're going to start doing our college picks because Shane's got the top 10 college picks pre-Thanksgiving. So, Shane, how you doing this evening? I know
I'm
Rich is
doing
here.
great, Bubba, and I have I have two things. We have 11 picks instead of 10 because it's the holiday,
Uh-huh.
and it is a lot. There's just a crap load of in-state battles for rivalry games. Like
Gotcha.
battles for the state.
Oh, well, that's good. I mean,
And then I'm going to be on Tuesdays. I'm going to be doing more college sports. I'm going to be doing a WVU centric show talking about Mountaineer sports.
oh, wow. What time's that on?
That'll be either 7 or 8.
Okay.
I'll be posting it.
Okay,
And
I'll
it's
share
on
it for you.
the Mark Rogers Network, Voice of College Sports.
Nice.
And also, I'll be doing a Big 12 show probably the following week. We'll talk about Big 12 basketball, football.
Oh, man.
In fact, I have college sports on right now, even as we speak. I'm immersing myself in the NCAA craziness, I guess you could say. But jumping in with both feet.
It is probably crazy, I'm sure.
Well, with the way things are changing with this NIL money, they're guns for hire. You no longer have the blue bloods. The blue bloods have more money, so in some ways it kind of exacerbates the problem where the haves and the have-nots. But then again, you have a kid that's, say, at Alabama or Kentucky that's not getting playing time, or their NIL deal isn't quite what they think it should be. In a year, they can pack their shit and go shop their wear somewhere else. But
oh, wow. Okay, well, let's this is your 10 picks here. Let's go here with this pick.
Okay, guys.
We're going to do college first?
All year.
Oh, wow.
We've been watching the rise and fall of the Buffaloes, and also I've been singing the praises of the Utes. They're the best 7-4 team. So, yeah, they are a good 7-4 team. However, Buffalo, if I see another meme of a crying Jordan over Prime's face, well, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to laugh. Rich, what do you think about Prime Time? I like the guy. I hope at least I don't know. I wish him well, but then again, I like to see him eat a little bit of humble pie.
I've been saying since the beginning, I don't have a problem with him per se. My issue is, and I've probably beaten a dead horse with people that know me, outside of the podcast here. I do not like the fact that it became all about him. Like, college football was always so much better than the NFL, in my opinion, for one major reason. A couple of reasons, but listen, it was always way more competitive, right? Because everybody's fighting to make money. They're not fighting for more money and arguing, and I'm going to hold out. Like, when's the last time you saw a college holdout? I'll wait and you let me know.
You don't.
I mean, because you want to play ball and you want to prove yourself so you can get drafted and go make all of your money.
Right.
The other problem that I'm having is, like I said, these kids are there for a spotlight. Now, granted, I'm sure a lot of these Colorado kids will probably get drafted just because they played for fucking prime time. And he's going to go calling all these coaches around draft time saying, hey, pick up these guys. The problem is, though, his kids are hell of athletic. They're hell of athletes. They're hell athletes. I mean, they're phenomenal athletes. Offensive line's terrible, by the way, but awesome athletes. However, nobody gives a shit about Shador or the other son. All they care about is Dion and T.O.'s on the sideline, and Ocho Cinco shows up, and Randy Moss comes out. You got celebrities on the sideline. The problem with that is it takes away from why you're there. You're there for the competition between these kids who are trying to prove themselves so they can get to the next level. I hate it. But yeah, I mean, that's my only problem with Colorado. I mean, I was kind of hopeful, but I love watching them drop 5 in a row. So when you said rise and fall, I mean, aside from winning the first 2 games of the year, where's the rise? I mean, they kind of fell.
Well,
completely.
The rise is this: they lost 10 games last year, okay, and then they got like $40 million worth of media advertisement, the equivalent of what it would be for a marketing company come in and promote your school. Shador, Bubba, I don't know if you know this, but his kid got hurt.
Okay.
The second and third string came in, and they were so bad. And other players came to their defense and, hey, listen, the number 2 quarterback never gets any snaps in practice. So what they're saying is Prime is so focused on his key players, he doesn't develop anybody else.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that's how he is, though. That's his attitude. That's his attitude.
But see, that was what my other problem was as well, is he walked into the locker room. This was a big thing in the offseason right before the season started. He walked into all those guys that were already in Colorado, those guys that were already fighting to be starters, that were finally about to get their shot to become starters in college football. He walks in and goes, sorry, guys, you're all hitting the pine. My players, everybody that I brought with me, they're going to start day one. You guys are now all going to stay backups. Maybe go third string. And actually, from what I heard, he actually cut a lot of guys off the football program, because what had to happen was, and people don't think about it this way either, is when you offer and extend new scholarships, you also have to revoke some, because you only have so many you're allowed to give per program. So
I think it's 82 or 85. I don't know exactly what the number is now.
So because of him and his program, where he brought 11 guys with him, that means 11 other kids that were already there, that were fighting their asses off and really didn't have a reason to lose their scholarship, had to lose their scholarship and their athletic opportunities because of Dion and his shit show carnival that he takes wherever he goes. And I'm sorry to those 11 kids, and I'm sorry to anybody else. It's a fucking travesty to college sports, and I really hope this is not a trend, and hopefully it doesn't keep happening like this.
Well, there's a 4-star linebacker that decommitted from Colorado. He's going to Missouri. He's staying in state. This is something that I'm going to be talking about, not as in length, but on the Big 12 show, I'm going to talk a little bit about other teams.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, don't want to tie this up, but I think the Utah Utes are going to win.
Yep.
Buffalo's going to go 0-6 the last 6 games.
Utah's going to win by like 25, 26. Maybe some random number.
They're a good team.
Well, I'm taking the Utah because my lovely Facebook thing just went down. Now I can't get into my Facebook. So you got to love technology. Yeah. Yep. I don't know what happened, people. So you're going to have to go to YouTube to do your comments, because fucking Facebook just fucked me. So.
Thanks, Mark.
Yep, thank you very much. Never happened before. Now I can't even get on. So, yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so what's our next game of the week here? What do we got? We took a while on that one.
10.
Number 10, next slide. There we
Guys,
go.
this is, I know I have Kansas State and Iowa, but Kansas State and Kansas last week was a classic. Hey, Freight Train. So Kansas State and Kansas last week was just a fantastic game from the very start to the very end. It was neck and neck. You didn't know who was going to win. Kansas State pulled it out. Iowa State, another one of those teams that can beat anybody on any week. They're always competitive. They're going to give Kansas State a run for their money, but Kansas State at Bill Snyder Stadium in Manhattan, Kansas at 8 p.m., they're going to pull off the win.
I'll take Kansas State.
I'm going Kansas State as well. I don't think it's going to be that close either. I know Iowa State's been playing a little bit better, but I think Kansas kind of mops the floor with them a little bit here.
Yeah.
Any opinions, Freight Train? You got any picks here? Or are we skipping you?
No, go ahead.
I'm just can you guys hear me, first of all?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I got these new headphones, so I'm just making sure they're working right.
Chris Anderson.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving, sir.
I'll be able to give a better opinion when we get to the Ohio State Michigan game, assuming it's on here.
And that's coming up. I have it on there for you.
But I'm going Kansas State here. I mean, they're a pretty good football team. They've almost beat a couple big time schools already this season, so I think they take care of Iowa State.
Okay.
So it's a consensus, I guess. K-State here. Next game we have is our Pick 10. It's another, in-state rivalry. You got Louisville, Kentucky. The Cardinals are playing great ball this year. They were so close to being their one loss was to Pitt. Can you believe that shit? I cannot.
No.
So, Kentucky once again, not a bad year. Started off like fire. Lost 4 of the last 5, I believe. You know what? I'm picking Louisville. This is on here because Louisville has a chance to play.
You're underwater, Freight Train.
I am. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Freight Train's underwater.
His audio is like a very muddled. It's what happens when you try shit talking Rich Smoke. That's what happens.
Live, everybody, live. We have technological difficulties live, but that's okay. I got kicked off Facebook. Rich took Cardinals. Dean took the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals, because
Chris
this is
took
on here because
Louisville.
Louisville has a long shot of making the playoffs, and that's why they're here. That Pitt loss is just going to bite them in the ass. They should have lost to someone decent. Oh, it breaks my heart.
Yeah, I'm taking the Wildcats.
I'm taking Louisville as well. The one thing I would not take, only thing worse than Kentucky would actually be Freight Train's headphones right now. I would not take those headphones if they were offered for free. And then on top of that, I just wanted to say the best way to eliminate sound problems live is to show up behind the scenes. I'm just kidding, Freight Train.
Oh no,
you took care of the city last
I'm
week,
off
so
the
I'm going to get paid back.
Shots fired.
That's because you were out last week, Rich.
I got to use my other phone here. This is awesome. Love it.
So next game we have
game
number 8.
Number 8.
You might want to take the comment down because you can't see Freight Train when the comments are up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you were doing us a favor, but still, just to be polite.
Yeah,
I didn't want to pick that last
this.
game anyways.
Yeah, you're waiting for the last one. This is a huge rivalry. And 10 years ago to the day, one of the best plays I've ever seen in college football happen. And I sent it to Bubba in Facebook Messenger today. It is when
The field goal.
Alabama was kicking a field goal.
Mhm.
It was short. The the Auburn player caught it, ran it back 109 yards for a touchdown to win the game. That was 10 years ago today.
Oh my.
So I don't think it's going to be close. But
Real fast, Brian Burns is commenting, but he's doing it through Facebook. So Burns, just so
get to
go to
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, so he keeps saying, "Hey, Bubba, post my pics." But
Yeah,
Brian,
well, they confiscated my Facebook account, Burns.
yeah, Burns, you got to go onto the YouTube page. If you don't know how to use YouTube, if your dial-up is really slow, you go to this thing called Google, and you can search YouTube.
You can also go to the Triple B Experience page because those comments
Yep.
do come on the on YouTube.
Yep.
So yes, people, I'm very sorry. YouTube has actually
Anyway,
cut me down.
But real fast, Burns took Kentucky to upset in that game.
Okay.
He's also taking Roll Tide, and he's very butthurt that his comments have not been posted. So
Yeah, I'm sorry, Burns.
well,
Take it up with
tell
Facebook.
Burns, I will send him personally a link next week for the Tuesday show, and we're going to still do our Wednesday and Thursday shows.
Alabama
And
wins.
I look forward to
Alabama
hearing
wins.
his input
Alabama wins.
on a little bit when we can
Says
go
Chris.
more in depth on college sports.
Can you also post him a new modem too and get him a better Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
while
I
you're
can't
at
help
it,
him
or-
that. Maybe Larry can hook him up.
dial-up shit.
Next, so everybody's going to take Alabama here. This is a no-brainer. I put it on here because 10 years ago it was Magic. Maybe Magic might happen again. I doubt it, but I just wanted to bring that up. It just you see that play, and it just, if you're a football fan, it gives you goosebumps.
Okay, I'm back on my other phone. See? Roll Tide. I'm back. Yeah, I see it, Burns. I see everything. Everybody I see, I had to use my other phone. I am back on an old account. So we are good, I think. So we'll just keep it fine here, and I'll fix
That's
it
his
after.
burner account.
Well, wait,
Yeah.
real fast, because I didn't pick. I guess Bubba doesn't want anybody to pick.
No, I didn't pick anything.
Oh, I
No,
thought
I'm
you.
just saying I was so happy that I got Facebook.
Oh, nice.
Well, it kind of hurts when I do my other show and I'm talking by myself and I got no comments. I'm fucked, so I can't.
So who you taking here, Bubba? Who do you got?
I'm just going. I hate Alabama, so I'm taking the Tigers, Auburn Tigers.
Well, I just want to say one thing about what Shane said. So Shane is, picked this game because 10 years ago there was a big miracle play. I just want to point out a miracle, a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable by nature or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be the work of a divine agency, aka because it happened 10 years ago does not mean the shit's going to happen again. But that's fine. I see your logic. But no, all jokes aside, I'm going to take Auburn because I'm with Bubba on this. I've been saying this all year. Fuck the Tide. I was hoping they were going to lose at least 3 or 4 games. They did not lose, so I'll give them credit, but I still can't stand them. So I'm going Auburn.
They have to. Alabama. In order for me to think they're a playoff team, they have to beat Georgia by 2 touchdowns.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Yep,
Not
that's
gonna
what I'm saying. So they're wasting our time.
Freight, did you want to pick, or are you just waiting? Are you just biding your time for yours?
I mean, do I still sound like I'm underwater?
No,
you're
you
good.
sound,
like
you sound a little bit
you're
better.
fine. Yeah.
That sound better? Okay. I'm going with Alabama in this one because I hate Cam Newton. I hate everything about Cam Newton. And he went to Auburn. So Alabama. I had to see his face.
Oh, and now you're back underwater again.
Yeah.
You're typical young men these days. You know,
Yeah.
they last for 15 seconds and it all goes to hell.
Did you get some new audio or something?
Got those new headphones.
It's a pre-Thanksgiving cluster tonight. It
Yeah.
is. It's yeah. Dean says roll tide. I saw that before, but I'm putting it out there. So,
Come on, Dean.
yeah.
I had faith in you.
Freight Train's ears, buds, my cell phone, and it's crazy. Crazy.
So pick number 7, guys. We'll move on to 7 because we want to keep under our 20 minutes.
You can sit right here.
All right, let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Speed it up.
Hey
there you
guys,
go, Shane.
Washington State, in-state rivalry. Washington State played decent last week. Washington State's been lights out all year. I think Washington State is right up there with Georgia as the best team in the country.
You mean Washington? Washington State's 4-6.
Or Washington is one of the best teams. Washington State's been playing decent ball, but they shit the bed the past like 4 out of 6 weeks. So, but the Washington Huskies, I think, are gonna be playing for a national championship. I said it here. So.
Burns said this.
Oh,
Wins their last
What?
game. I'm taking the Huskies.
I'm taking the Huskies on the under. I don't think it's going to be 68 points. I don't think they're going to score that many. However, I think they win this game by about 35 points.
Yeah,
I see Washington State. Washington State might score 10, maybe 13, but I don't see Washington blowing them out that bad. I mean, they have to score about 56 points to get the over there. So I don't know. I'm take the under.
Can you hear me better now, by the way?
Dramatically better.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I went back to the OGs.
I like the other headset better.
That's because I am Husky, yes. Yes, I am Husky. That's why I took him, Burns. Yes.
Who are you taking there, Freight Train? We got to keep it rolling.
I'm taking Washington, but I think Washington is last year's TCU. Once they get to the playoffs, they're going to go bye-bye.
Oh, wow. He thinks they're going to blow their load early. All right.
I think they're good, but
okay.
I agree with you, Shane. I agree with you.
Okay.
And guys, I'll say this every week. I talk for 5 years. I've talked shit on the Pac-12. I thought they were garbage, and this is the first year where I think they're the second best conference from top to bottom. But anyways, Florida State, Florida, in-state rivalry, fantastic game if you were to get tickets and go to Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. However, they're playing. I think the Seminoles are definitely going to win this, but they had a scare a few weeks ago. Florida State against Pitt, first half. I was like, what team am I watching? Oh, Brian Burns says the Gators. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe they're just doing the tomahawk chop, or maybe, Gators will win. But what do you think, Rich?
It's going to be Florida State all day, dude. I mean, although they did lose Jordan Travis. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw that injury. It was very similar to the Dak Prescott injury that we saw a few years ago. And my heart breaks for the kid. I mean, he was getting ready to be a top 15 pick in the draft. And I hate to see what this is going to do to him as far as his draft stock goes. I mean, he'll get drafted at some point, but it's not going to be where he was before. But yeah,
$15 million injury.
Exactly.
I think they're still going to win. I think they're still going to win this game. I think even with the fifth, I mean, I could go play for them right now. We'd probably win a football game. However, I will say that it's probably killed their hopes of any chance of having any major push in the college playoffs. So, Florida State wins this game. This might be one of their last victories, though. They're going to have a lot more tough, opponents going ahead, and unfortunately, a quarterback is important. And
I'm piggybacking right off you because I don't like the Florida Gators anyway.
Yep.
So I'm taking the Florida State Seminoles. That's my pick.
Yep. Freight Train.
And I got someone helping me with my Facebook.
Yeah, he's a Seminole right there. Give him the chop.
Yeah, I don't like the Gators either.
I thought he was going to say, I hate Jameis Winston. I hate everything about Jameis Winston, so fuck Florida.
No, I just feel bad for that guy.
Well,
no, I hate Florida because they beat Ohio State.
He took Florida State. He took FSU too. He took the Seminoles. Benjamin did on the Facebook. on my main account, which I have my burner phone from Breaking Bad working. So, yes, number 5.
Hey guys, number 5 is TCU and Oklahoma.
I love the Horn Dogs.
The Horn Dogs. So the Horn Dogs are, you know what? This isn't going to be a close game. It's on here because Oklahoma, I don't know what team showed up for 2 weeks, but they lost 2 games straight to teams they shouldn't have lost to. Hey, TCU might be their 3rd loss. If that happens, chaos ensues in the Big 12. You don't know who the hell. You have to like literally do a blood test to see who's cousins to who has to play who. But Brian Burns says the Sooners. I say the Sooners. Rich Smoke, Freight Train, Bubba. What do you guys say?
Rich Smoke says the Sooners.
Bubba says the Horn Frogs because I just love the name.
They have a great mascot and great colors. Yeah. I think it's
Freight Train. Who are you taking?
The Sooners. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Boomer Sooner.
Daring to be different. Here we go,
guys. I had Arkansas on here a few weeks ago, and they upset Florida in the swamp. Now that we have Florida as a 4 and I think what are they 4-6? It's not so big of an upset. Missouri's a great team. Missouri's going to roll them up, but they're playing. Arkansas has them at home. It's going to be a good game. Don't know what's going to happen with myself. I don't know who's going to be in the. I know George is going to be in the championship for.
Don't mind me. I'm just plugging in my
SEC, but I don't know who they're going to play. So we'll have to find out after this last week. So
I'm going to take Missouri Tigers because Arkansas reminds me of Clinton.
I am taking Missouri with the under as well. By the way, I don't see these two teams cracking 55 or more.
No way.
Takes Missouri.
It's going to be a slow broil kind of game. So I'm going to take Missouri on the under.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking Missouri too.
Yeah. Sorry about the Clinton thing.
Although I did like Darren McFadden. Darren McFadden played for Arkansas, so I have to like Arkansas. Some of the explanations on this show are phenomenal.
I know. Well, I'm doing 6 things, and then I'm trying to explain stuff. So I'll be a lot better in the NFL stuff.
We're down to number 3, and hey, this takes these are pawn teams. So all teams that are pawn, Beavers and Ducks. Wow. Oh my. So Oregon, fantastic team this year. It's always entertaining to see what they come out with, whether it's going to be chrome, pink, fuchsia, red. I mean, it doesn't matter. Any color on the palette, they're gonna be able to make a uniform for. So Oregon State all year have been consistent team, good team. This is going to be a fantastic game to watch. It's going to be a later game. Ducks are going to pull this out.
Oh, I thought you were going to Oregon State. I'm taking the Beavers. Burns says big.
I always liked the ballity. I was never a big fan of a bushy beaver. So for me, I'm going with the Ducks. Okay. No, but all jokes aside, Bo Nix is my favorite quarterback in all of college football.
He's pretty awesome.
I don't know if you guys saw 6 passing touchdowns at halftime last week. It was so good he sat out for the second half.
He looks so different. He looks so different than his days at Auburn because he started at Auburn.
Yeah.
And then he comes over here and looks completely different.
I would also take the over in this game. This is the first game where I would go over on. I think they're going to score a fuck ton of points for Oregon. Whether it's a balanced game or Oregon just blows them up, I'm taking Bo Nix and Oregon. Again,
I thought you were going to go with Oregon State because you hate Chip Kelly.
I hate Chip Kelly, but I don't want to choose who I pick. I also love Nike, and Nike started in Oregon, so there's that. See that? Boom! You didn't know that little bit of memorabilia, did you?
Everybody knows that.
Actually, you'd be surprised.
Unless you live in a rock, you don't know that Nike's in Oregon.
Oregon is hot. And hey, Burns, what do you think? Burns? I need you to answer me this before the end of the show. Who do you pick to play for the Pac-12 championship? Who's going to be the champs of the Pac-12?
All right, let's move on while we wait for that answer.
No, it's not USC.
Okay, number 2.
It's not USC. Okay, guns up. You got the battle in Texas here, the Red River rivalry, baby. You got Texas Tech and Texas. Longhorns are decent this year. They're going to be on the outside looking in at the playoffs. Unfortunate because they lost to Oklahoma, and then Oklahoma shit the bed 2 weeks in a row. So Texas, horns down. They're going to win, though.
I'm taking Texas. Because I like Quinn Ewers. I hope he's on the Steelers' radar
Good player.
when the draft comes. I watched him in a spring game when he was at Ohio State. Back when, he was like the first one to get a contract in high school. He skipped his senior year in high school and came to Ohio State. Didn't get his chance here, but he went to Texas. I think he's a great quarterback. He got hurt, or his numbers would be right up there to be a Heisman winner.
Yep.
I'm going with the Red Raiders.
Because he always picks the regular Raiders for the NFL picks. So,
Hey, Bubba, their band dresses up like Zorro. They all look like they're Zorro extras.
Look like morons. It looks like a fucking Halloween Day parade.
It does.
There it is. Okay. I got
Texas
both.
Tech upset.
No way.
That's
Not even close. Texas on the over. Texas is going to score so many goddamn points. It's going to be insane.
It's such a shit show already.
Well,
and they're going to cover that 12.5, by the way, too. So you can take, if you want to do a little parlay there, take Texas with the over, and you can take them with the fucking points. You can even modify the points and tack a couple extra on there if you want to make the odds a little bit better and sweeten the pot a little bit. They'll probably win this game by 17 to 20 points. So I'll take Texas big.
Okay. Like I said, I went with the Red Raiders because it sounds like
the Raiders.
The Red Raiders sounds kind of cool.
Just
sorry,
quick disclaimer: if you bet on anything that I say, you can.
Yeah, don't bet anything.
Yeah, we're not responsible for
No. Okay, I got my wife fixed my main phone, so I got two phones with both lives because
both lives. Wait, how many lives does one man need, Bubba?
Both live, not wives. I got one.
All right, pick number one, fellas. Last one.
Here we go.
This is the game of the week.
Yep.
It's like watching two ugly chicks fight over your love.
Wow.
Someone's gonna go home happy, and we don't care who because they both suck.
Yeah,
I care.
You do. I don't.
So
like
Freight Train, you have the honors. Tell us who you think's gonna win, why, and we know you're a shill, but just tell us why the Buckeyes are gonna win.
Okay, I'm picking the Buckeyes. I think this Buckeyes team is very, very underrated to previous Buckeyes teams. I think their quarterback, Kyle McCord, does not get enough credit with how good of a quarterback he's been this season. He's only gotten better as the season's gone on. And they have the top Heisman winner at Marvin Harrison Jr. at wide receiver. The guy is a legit animal. Unbeatable.
What about that one, Freight Train? Look at Burns by 100.
He can't. There's no way, Burns, because they can't steal the signs anymore. They got in trouble for that. So now we have to play each other.
That's why I had to get the comment on.
But the Buckeyes defense is underrated. I think Michigan coming in is going to get, if they can't run the ball and they have to stay on the arm of J.J. McCarthy, they're in trouble. So I think Ohio State has been playing the run very, very well this season, and they're going to shut down that double-headed monster in the backfield of Michigan and come out and win. I wouldn't expect anything less.
He's coming now. He's on.
This is fantastic. You know what, guys?
I don't even know who he is.
Now there's just a few teams I just rubbed me the wrong way.
No.
And it's like, which one do I dislike more? The only consistent thing is I dislike Notre Dame more than I dislike these two. Well, maybe not.
Fuck you, Shane. I don't take that back.
Both these teams. Now, here's the thing. If Ohio State wins, guys on the panel, does the Big Ten get two teams into the playoffs?
No,
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. No,
because I think what's going to happen is I think this game is going to be really big for one team in particular, and that team I'm talking about is actually Oregon. I think Oregon is really hoping that Ohio State loses this game the most, because they're going to be the most likely to fall out of the top four. Which is definitely going to bump Oregon up a little bit. So Oregon is watching this game, licking their chops after they beat the shit out of Oregon.
Well, not only Oregon, the Pac-12 in general.
Just in general, I'm just saying
the Big 12's out of the picture.
I'm just saying Oregon is the only really team that is like right there on the fringe that benefits from this game the most. So they're hoping that there's a blowout on one side.
I hate both these teams, and I really don't even want to. I'm not even fucking picking because
I want to ask you something. Because I don't know the Big Ten scenarios like I know the Big 12 made my mind freaking melt. Reading all the clause, if X, Y happens and they're tied and this percentage. Freight Train, if Ohio State loses, could they still play in the championship?
Yeah,
The Big Ten championship.
Yeah, I think it's them and like Iowa. I think Iowa is in on the other side. So,
Okay. So
yeah.
whoever wins this, well, yeah, they could still win their
But even
division.
even if Ohio State does lose this game, they still have to be in the conversation because they beat Notre Dame when they were ranked high. They beat Penn State.
Notre Dame choked us like 4 teams in a row.
They beat Penn State.
Yeah, Michigan's
Okay.
terrible.
When
Ohio State
Penn
blows.
State was up there.
I don't even care.
Michigan is ranked number 3. I mean,
I'm not even watching
that's
it.
a
That's
high
how much I
quality
care.
matchup.
I
It just
think
depends if they lose. It's how they lose.
Okay,
BCS
I picked neither because I could give a fuck less. You two guys pick, and then we can go right in the NFL.
I'm taking Michigan because fuck Ohio State. No offense, but I hate Ohio State more
I
than
hate them both.
Michigan.
I hate them both.
I'm not picking either because
I don't want to.
gonna see
I
what
should know.
happens.
Both.
I rescind my pick.
Shiki says Ohio.
I
Shiki says
rescind
Ohio.
my pick. I rescind my pick.
Yeah, I'm not
I hate
picking
fucking Jim Harbaugh with a passion too. So fuck both teams.
I
I hope it's a fucking tie 0. I hope you both look so fucking bad. You both get knocked out the top 5 just
That's
because
not
how
gonna
bad you guys look.
Now, guys, if this is a low scoring, like just
It
typical
will be.
defensive bullshit game,
Well,
It will be.
what are
There
the
you
people
go. You
going to
got an
say? Are
admirer.
they're not going to want that in the playoffs? I mean, one of the
No.
teams is going to get in, but
well, I don't care. And Beth Bodsford says, "Happy Turkey Day to all."
It's gonna be
That's
it's gonna
Bodford
be a
food.
classic.
Happy
I-
Turkey
I
Day.
can see
it'll
this
be a
game
good
being
game.
a
I'm going
classic.
to watch it.
Okay,
I'm
The
gonna
guys,
reason why.
what's the picks?
All
Ohio
right,
State-
so yeah.
We're done with the picks on that. We're done.
Well, I
We're
didn't
done.
pick. The only person
didn't
to
pick
pick
either.
was
I didn't pick.
Rich. You took Michigan.
I
and then
backed
Freight Train
out.
took Ohio.
No, I backed
One
out.
Okay.
for Ohio State, and the other
That's
one,
it.
everyone else just
I
withdraws
don't
their
care.
vote.
I think I'm not even watching the goddamn game.
It's like
So-
if
Neither
it's
am
like
I.
picking
Oh, it's a
the
good game. You got to watch it.
Nope.
You'll
I
watch
Gotta
watched it
do
for Penn
shit. There's a
State.
lot of other shit on TV. I'm gonna watch that trash.
Or I'd watch Georgia beat the shit out of Ohio State. I'd watch that.
Oh, I'd watch that 1,000%.
Yeah.
it's like picking the
Yeah.
best bikini in a tuck and tape
Yeah.
bikini contest. If you know what I
Okay,
mean.
so now we're
Wow.
going on to the lovely NFL picks. Here's the first game.
Well, wait.
Right here. Oh, go ahead. Give your
I was
stats.
just saying the intro here, real quick, guys. So right now we have a new leader on the panel, percentage wise. So Bubba had the most wins as far as picks go overall, and Freight Train had the highest win percentage. Well, Freight Train decided to fuck around and take Kansas City, and he found out.
I
So what
took
happened
Minnesota.
now? So what happened now is Bubba actually takes the lead percentage-wise and win-wise. So right now, Bubba is at 93-70, which is a 570 average. And
I wish
then
I could
Freight
parlay
Train,
this in FanDuel and retire.
and he went 9-5. I had the top picks that week. I went 10-4, and then Shane and Freight Train rounded out, and they went 8-6 apiece. But what that does is, me and Shane are now tied at 92-71. We are second place. Percentage-wise, though, Freight Train still holds that spot by 1/1000th of a decimal point. So it's going to be a close one to the finish, guys. We got 6 more weeks, 7 more weeks, whatever.
Yeah, I'll start playing smart here.
It's
I'm
going to get
gonna
real
start
close
playing
here in the coming weeks, and this is where it
Yeah,
matters the
right.
most. We're getting
Not
there.
really.
So-
Okay.
And by the way, the reason why people love me, Burns, is because I'm here for the people. Freight Train's here just to talk about the people that he fucking likes. We ain't got time for Freight Train. Dean's just here to be chaotic, and Bubba's just here to have a good fucking time.
Hey,
Whatever.
I didn't have a beer or nothing. But Brian Reddick and Seth Fairman, thanks for tuning in. Now we got the NFL picks. Hold on. Oh, Burns. Yep. Let me go here. That's the first pick. The Green Bay Packers versus Detroit, 12:30 on Fox. I'm taking the Detroit Lions. That's who I'm taking. Jessica, thanks for tuning in. Rich Smoke, you're up.
I am going to follow you on that, and I am also going to be taking Detroit.
Shane,
Wow.
what the hell does that
Lions.
mean? Oh, Lions.
That's
Oh,
my
okay.
lion.
Fuck
Oh
was
God, that was weak. Wow.
How can
sweet.
you how can you join me and have a main and sound like that?
What
What
the
the fuck
hell?
was that?
That was terrible.
It's a sad lion.
Ryan Reddick's taking
He's
Detroit.
dying slowly.
Freight
He's
Train,
like
who
a
you
asphyxiated
taking?
lion.
I'm taking Detroit. Green Bay's got
Okay.
way too many injuries to even stay in this game. So
Okay.
it's going to be over by halftime.
Okay.
They're gonna be
Goff-
signing
Goff-
Bobby Boucher to a contract.
The
Yeah.
only chance the Lions have to lose is if Goff decides to throw 3 picks again.
Well,
and had he
that
been
ain't-
playing
I don't see
anybody
that.
other than Chicago, they would have won.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have lost.
Now this game here is going to be 4:30 on CBS. Washington at Dallas. Look, I'm gotta start picking smart. I'm taking Dallas because they're at home. Dallas at home. Freight train.
Dallas.
Oh, sorry, Rich.
Oh,
Dallas.
Well,
Go ahead.
whatever.
Freight train's Dallas. I'm just fucking everything up.
Not Washington. I'm not taking Washington. So that's
So
my
you
pick.
are not.
Not
You're taking the team that you the team you're not.
They who shall not be mentioned.
It's unanimous. We're all taking the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that's crazy is, and not trying to prolong it though, the bland cornerback for the Cowboys has more interceptions than anybody on their
more
offensive
pick
has
sixes.
touchdowns.
Yeah, more pick sixes. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I'd have
it's
parlayed
6.
that. I didn't.
Well, he
did
has
not.
6 picks for I think 4 TDs.
Oh, I got 2 comments
Yeah.
here. 2 comments. Probably Burns's. This what?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's
Sounds like a
talking
pole dancer. I don't know.
Okay.
And Burns
Redskins
takes the Redskins,
Bada bing.
Commanders. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for watching the show. I truly appreciate it. Here we go. Burns. When's the last time you seen a pole dancer, Burns? Anyway, I haven't seen one in a while. I quit doing that. But anyway, this game here, I don't know what that was. This is San Francisco at Seattle at the 8:20 Thursday night, 8 o'clock. 49ers going into Seattle. Easy pleasy for me. It's the 49ers. 49ers. Rich Smoke.
You know, I was partially tempted to go Seattle here, but I'm going to take San Fran as well.
Yeah, because they had that 3-game losing streak. Now
I just fucking hate San Francisco. I've never fucking liked. I mean, I liked Montana and Young and them guys.
Yeah.
But as of 2000, 2001, fuck all them guys. Tim
That's
Riley,
like, Rich. That's like
honestly,
saying I hate khaki pants except for Dockers. You know, like when you think of the 49ers, you think about Young and Montana, right?
Yeah, that's 90s and 80s though. I mean, what the fuck have they done lately?
It's only 2 decades, Rich.
I mean,
That
You're fucking 30 years old. That
was the night
your
Burns
life.
went to
they're best known.
again.
Listen, the last time the Niners were relevant in conversation, they had a guy on his knees all day. Okay,
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Beehive's closed down, Burns. He takes the
40
Niners. So, Shane, who you taking?
49ers.
Freight train?
Yeah, 49ers. Geno's
Okay.
hurt. Walker's hurt.
Gino.
Not a
Gino. You fucking bomb. Okay, here we go.
Chance of winning, Gino.
This is the Amazon Prime game.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, it says 3 o'clock, but I think it's 1:30 or something. I might have fucked up the time. Miami is at the New York Jets. And they pulled Zach, the MILF lover, out. And I'm taking the Dolphins. I mean, it's cool that he's a MILF lover. There's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. But he's just not getting any touchdowns.
I'm so far with you on every game, but I'm going Miami as well. I mean, I don't think this game's even going to be close. I mean, it's a shame, and the shameful part about it is the Jets have played one of the best defensive seasons you'll watch.
Right.
I mean, phenomenal. And there's Quinton Williams, defensive tackle for the Jets. I mean, who the fuck would not want a guy like that? I mean, like literally, he's like the speed of Watt, but he's like the size of fucking Jordan Davis. All, but the dude's a fucking absolute monster. And it's just a
Look at this guy. Oh. What are you smoking, Burns?
You're lucky we don't keep track of your wins and losses, Burns. You'd be like right now, Burns would be like fucking like 30 and fucking 130. It'd be insane. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Shane, who are you taking?
I'm taking a fish.
Ooh, okay. Freight train?
Yeah, it smells like fish in this room. Yep.
Well, it does sometimes.
They're mad.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, now we're on to Sunday's games, people. This game here, the Carolina Panthers at the Tennessee Titans, 1
This is
o'clock
hard.
on Fox. This is not that
hard.
well. This is hard because
That's hard.
Toilet bowl game of the week.
I'm going with the Carolina Panthers.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you said you were going to be smart this week.
Oh well, they don't have who's their quarterback? Titans quarterback is Tannehill back?
No, I think it's still Levis, isn't it?
Well, he's fucking shit in the bed. So
Well, Bryce Young hasn't looked phenomenal either, to be
Well,
honest. I'm torn. Come back to me on this one. I want to think for a
yeah,
minute.
Brian Reddick takes his Titans. Okay, Shane.
Shane, who are you taking here?
Titans.
Titan.
Okay.
Wow.
Freight train.
Yeah, I'm the Titans too, even though they've burned me the past 2 weeks. But Yeah, got to stick with them. Carolina's just
Ooh.
not up to par. Their
Dolphins
defense is
suck on
all
the
right, but their
road.
offense.
You know what?
do
It's
I'm
anything.
like,
gonna-
who cares?
I'm gonna go Tennessee as well on this one. I can't see Carolina winning this fucking game. They're absolutely fucking dog shit. And I like to
So's
laugh at Miles
Tennessee.
Sanders.
Well, it's one of my.
Dude, Miles Sanders
Follow.
has to be so upset. He got offered a contract by Philly. He declines it, chooses Carolina instead, and he's on the sideline. Like, he's about to cry every day. So,
Okay.
I'm going Tennessee.
Okay, I'm the only oddball out on that one. So let's
You win
go.
those a lot.
Well, that
that's-
means Carolina's going to win. Obviously,
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Well, this is another one.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Jacksonville at Houston, 1 o'clock on
Wow.
CBS. You know who I'm taking? I'm taking the fucking Texans. I'm not even fucking stuttering about it. I'm not even hesitating. I'm picking Texans, because they beat.
I'm
the
going
Steelers
back to
now.
picking last. Who are you taking, Shane?
Well, we picked the Texans. Every one of us picked the Texans last week, and we didn't get it right. So,
Yes, we did. They won.
Yeah, they won.
oh, that's right. They won.
They beat up on. They beat the Cardinals by 2. They
We
won
got that
21-2.
one right. I'm
Well, this
thinking
is
the
a
Jags, but
this is an interdivision game, so
yeah.
okay.
This is a
take
big
the
one.
Jags.
This is a big one for the playoff race too. By the way,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brian
I'm
Reddick's taking
taking
the
the
Texans.
Texans.
Way to go, Brian.
Texans.
Reddick's taking the Texans.
Reddick,
Okay,
Texans.
Freight Train, who you taking? And we'll go back to Smoke.
I'm taking the Texans too. I think C.J. Stroud is turning the tide on Ohio State quarterbacks. I think they actually have a good one in the NFL.
Burns is taking the
So-
Jags.
Taking the Texans.
Okay.
I need to steal
Nope.
one here, but I'm not going to pick this game. I'm taking Houston as well. I mean, I can definitely see Jacksonville winning this game. I just really like CJ Stroud the way he's been playing, and I got Dalton Schultz as my tight end on fantasy. So I want to see him pick up like 5 receiving TDs. So let's do it. Houston.
Okay. Next
Oh,
game.
Fuck, how are you supposed to pick this?
It's the
Bubba,
shit
let's
bowl.
Skip it.
Well, I'm taking. I told you when Barkley scores a touchdown, they
Oh.
win. That's what happened last week, and I'm still sticking to the Giants over the New England Patriots because the New England Patriots suck big P8.
I second
So,
that motion.
Giants. Taking the
Giants.
Giants. Okay, Rich Smoke.
God.
Or go back to you.
Who you got, Freight?
I'm going to try to steal one here. I'm taking the Patriots. I'll take Bill Belichick up against a rookie quarterback.
Okay.
Well, I'm leaving Freight Train all on his own. I'm going with the Giants as well. I don't like that, but
There's
I'm
another
gonna
one. This is another Who Cares Bowl.
Yeah.
That's half the games this week, honestly.
Well, we got to
Like,
pick them. We got to pick them, Burns, because we got to see who's good here.
And that's how we pay the bills, Burns.
yeah.
What do you think we do for a living?
Brian
We
Reddick
pay-
says hopefully they
Wait,
don't tie.
whoa.
Hopefully they don't
Y'all-
tie, Reddick.
If y'all
says
are getting
against
paid,
anyone. I'm
Bubba
not
better
getting
have
paid.
that. Bubba, you
Rich,
better have
paid.
my address correct.
No,
I-
Bubba pays me in belly tickles and foot rubs.
No, I don't do that. It'd be Bob's Pizza and beer. But yeah, I
Where
wish I
the
did
fuck's
both.
mine? I'll take some fucking
I don't
pizza
make
and
any of
beer.
it.
What the fuck?
It's here. Okay, what were we? Oh, everybody's picked that game.
Yep, we got 3 for the Giants, and
Yay.
Freight Train went learn some on New England.
Oh, this is another Who Cares Burns matchup right here. Atlanta Falcons versus New Orleans Saints. Oh, I'm taking. Hate to say it, I'm going to go with. I'm going with the Saints. I know it's Atlanta, but I'm going to go with the Saints. Rich Smoke, who you taking? No.
Go ahead, Shane.
Oh, he's
Saints.
okay. I'll just go you last because he must be thinking long and hard.
There's a
Shane.
few of these games I've been torn on.
Shane, who you taking?
Saints.
Saints.
See,
Freight Train.
This is tough because Desmond Ritter's back at quarterback for Atlanta. He's
well,
not very good.
that's a bad thing.
I know.
Can't be worse than Heineke, though, right?
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going Atlanta here. I like
Okay.
I like their offensive
Uh,
players.
I'm gonna. That's where I was. That's where I wanted to go the whole time. But I'm thinking to myself, can I go New Orleans? I can't trust New Orleans, but I don't trust Atlanta either because they've been disappointed. The fact they've underutilized Bijan Robinson so fucking bad this year because they like that tower-eyed Jeer dude. I don't know. I'm gonna go Atlanta with Freight Train on this one. We're gonna have a split house here.
Brian
I'm
Reddick's
gonna-
taking the Falcons, and Burns is taking the Aints, and then Cosmo. He's taking.
What's up, Cosmo?
Thanks.
Hey,
Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Thanks, Cosmo.
Where's the
Okay.
love at, Cosmo? We used to be boys once, bro.
Freight Train,
He's
I
just
took
you might
Atlanta too. But I feel
Okay.
you on that, Cosmo. Fire Arthur Smith 100%. I agree.
Well, here we
He's
go.
terrible.
This is the fucking coming out of Matt Canada day. Right here. Steelers against Cincinnati, Pittsburgh all the way. No offensive coordinator. We don't need one. We're going to score some points. It's the dawn of a new day. And I'll talk about that in about an hour and 20 minutes. So, picking Pittsburgh.
Oh boy.
Canadian bacon is no longer fucking accessible in Western Pennsylvania. So, I'm
Rich,
going
are
to
you
go
going last
Shane.
again?
Shane, who you going?
Cincinnati.
Okay. Freight train.
The craziness continues for
Pittsburgh.
this week.
No. Pittsburgh's going against a rookie. There ain't no fucking way.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, I'm done. I'm telling you.
Bubba,
He's
they
gonna
went
just
against
mean
the rookie
anything.
last week.
Bubba, who you take?
Bubba,
Who do
you
you
should
take
be
this week?
happy I picked Cincinnati because every time I pick the fucking Steelers, they do the opposite.
Well, I pick Steelers every game. I can't go against. I don't go against them. Khalil, what's going on? Your team's up pretty soon.
I'm going to pick Pittsburgh, but I think it's going to be a battle of the field goal kickers. I still don't think Pittsburgh's going to put up that many offensive points. It's hard to expect it.
20.
You know what I mean?
They'll beat
But,
them with 20. 20
Listen,
points.
listen. I don't care. I don't care that Joe Burrow is hurt. It doesn't. It's irrelevant to me. I don't care. I would take Joe Browning over Kenny Pickett as of this minute. To be fully honest with you, you can't go wrong switching it up. I'm sorry. I want to believe in Pittsburgh. I like Najee Harris coming in. I like Freiermuth.
I believe in Pittsburgh. I don't necessarily believe in Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, the problem is, though, I mean, 1 week removed from Canada being fired is not going to be a solution to the problem.
If they throw one pass in the middle of the field, I'm already a winner.
You guys now have the rest of this year, at least the offseason, and you're going to have a lot of growing pains early next year to get used to a new system, get some good plays, find out what's working, what's not. I'm going to take Cincinnati. I think structurally you have a lot more weapons you can hide behind when it comes to them. So I think Browning is going to use a hell of a lot of Jamar Chase.
The only thing that sucks is the Browns basically gave Cincinnati the blueprint to beat the Steelers last week.
Yeah.
Get rid
Not
of
to
the ball
mention,
quickly.
not to mention, Cincinnati still has Joe Mixon who's been turning it up. I mean, ever since he came back from the injury, he's been playing better and better week by week.
Burns, I don't know you're smoking, but that could happen.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Bubba,
No.
did you see the video on Ben's YouTube channel where he's watching the plays and he's like he is so he can't even like comprehend like how in his mind, and I'm just paraphrasing what Ben is freaking thinking. He's like, what the fuck are you not seeing?
Right.
He's open. I mean,
know.
the cameraman is like thinking the play is going.
I believe I don't want to get off on a tangent because I'll do that on my own show.
Get off on a tangent. It's your fucking show.
No, I could do. Well, the thing is, I just think that he was told not to throw. They don't want him fucking throwing interceptions. They don't want him fucking throwing anything. So that was all Canada, and we shall see this Sunday. But Khalil says the Bengals quarterback over Pickens any day. As he laughs about it. Brian Reddick is taking the Bengals. And Reddick says going to find out if Canada wasn't the only problem. And Burns
the only problem. I thought he was.
Kenny Pickett blows. And Burns, the sheep herder, he'll be on my show here at 9:00 from Australia. Mark from Australia be in the house. So of Steeler Nation, Australia. So I'll be. That's why I'll talk all my Steeler stuff back in there. So we're on to Tampa Bay at Indianapolis Colts. I'm taking Tampa Bay. I'm going to just go. Shane, who you taking? Because Rich Smoke. Colts. Freight Train, who you taking? Freight Train. Hello.
He's lost in thought. He's muted right now.
Hello.
Sorry, I muted myself.
Oh, that's okay. Who you taking? Tampa Bay or the Colts?
Anytime.
I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Okay. Khalil's taking Tampa Bay, and Brian Reddick is taking the Colts. And
I am also going to join you two fellas there. I'm taking Tampa as well. I think Tampa is probably going to win this game pretty easily. I like Tampa here.
Burns, you're lagging behind. Okay, next up, the Cleveland Browns at Denver. I'm taking the Cleveland Browns based on that defense, and Denver sucks.
This one's easier for me. Well, Denver's on a win streak right now. Don't sleep on Denver too much.
I'm sleeping on them.
However, Cleveland's defense against Dorian Thompson, this is going to be a problem for Cleveland. They had to bring Joe Flacco out of retirement to try to see how that looks.
Dude's got to get a little bit of.
I like Flacco personally, but I'm going to take Cleveland. I mean,
Cheeky's taking the Browns.
Flacco's close to getting his AARP card.
Yeah, I mean, but for me, Cleveland. I mean, defensively, I think they're going to be perfectly fine in this game. Cleveland beats Denver. I don't see Russell Wilson beating that defense.
Yeah.
No way in hell.
I agree with Rich. I'm taking the Brownies.
Brian Reddick's taking the Browns too. Freight Train, who you taking?
I'm taking Denver. I hate Cleveland.
I hate them too, but I got to get some points.
Denver's look better. They look way different than they did week 1 through 5. Okay, they beat Buffalo. Okay, they're beating good teams.
Am I the only non-homer player here?
I pick Denver all the time. I pick them one time and I get all this shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, we're moving on. Up. Here we go. LA Rams versus Arizona at Arizona, the Cardinals. I am taking the Rams.
I'm going to join you on that as well. I'm going the Rams as well. It's an easy one.
Shane.
Rams.
Freight Train.
Rams. I thought about it for a second though.
Okay.
I could tell there was a big exhale there. I wasn't sure if you were okay.
Okay. Brian Reddick's taking the Cardinals, and here's a big matchup.
I don't even mean to talk shit as much as I do. It's just more fun that way. I'm sorry.
See you at 9. I'll be there, Cheeky. I'll be there. Okay. Let me see. I got a comment here. Troy Burns. Yes. Burns.
It's a lot of Burns.
Burns is taking the Cardinals. Cardinals. Get those comments. Hit subscribe, like. Make me try to, make $1. I'm waiting for Kal-El in this matchup because I'm sure he's waiting. Kal-El, the Rams. Kyler has no chance. Has no chance in hell. I added the hell part. So this game here, Kal-El, here it is. The Buffalo Bills at Philadelphia, 4:25 on CBS. Ooh.
Hey, Freight Train, you want to go 3 in a row, pal? You want to?
I'm taking the Buffalo Bills.
You're taking Buffalo, okay.
Taking the Buffalo Bills.
Because I'm going to go next. Because Bubba Bills, I'm going to take the Eagles. I was going to take the opposite of Bubba because I want to catch up. So Eagles definitely here.
Well, the only chance of winning this game is to go Eagles. But yeah, who do you got, Freight?
I'm going Buffalo all day. I mean, new coordinator.
You were so confident.
New coordinator, they finally put up points.
It's 50-50.
And Josh Allen, I think, got his legs underneath him. He's actually running the ball more. So I'm taking Buffalo.
Listen, Burns, we don't need drop passes to win a football game. In that case, again, there's a lot of things that happen in that game. It's not just one drop. So that's the only thing I hate about football when it comes to a lot of fans. Oh, well, if it wasn't for the drop, you guys would have lost. Okay, well, Kelsey had a fumble early on. There was a lot of really bad play calling. They scored 0 points over 30 minutes of football, by the way. So don't tell me it's all because of one drop. Now, yes, would that have changed the outcome 3,000%. But that one play in itself, Bubba, you're talking, but your lips are moving, but there's no sound. Just so you know. But no, all jokes aside, though, even without that drop, you got to score
Mike,
points.
Can you hear me now?
Now
we can.
Oh, okay.
But you can't go 30 minutes without scoring a point and blame it on Marquez.
I'll tell you what, they have the real talented Kelsey and the real talented Swift. That's all I have to say.
I'm sorry, but there's a reason why Jason Kelsey is up for Sexiest Man of the Year this year. He's a phenomenal dude, great dad. And you tell me one center that does exactly – if you watch that game at all, he was like 11 highlight plays.
I got to
Rich, let me guess. You bought his Christmas album, too.
I'll get you on
No, I didn't. I did not. But he is one of the greatest athletes at the center position of all time. I mean, he's phenomenal. He's not the best. But they even said he's top 5 center of all time. That's what they have him ranked at right now. But no, I'm taking Philadelphia for a lot of reasons. Allen loves to throw the pick, and I love it. I mean, I love how aggressive the Eagles have been a little bit recently. They played a phenomenal game against fucking Kansas City, by the way. And honestly,
you know what?
Josh Allen, what?
Keep talking.
No, but Josh Allen is big with tight ends, right? Well, guess what? What is Kansas City also big on? Now, yeah, there was a touchdown pass to Kelsey early on. He did nothing all game. He just completely disappeared the whole game. Disappeared. I'm not concerned. I think Philly should have
you can trail him. They can double team him because all the other wide receivers can't catch a damn ball.
Yeah, but the other problem is on top of that, I mean, you also have a problem where there's a lack of a run game still in Buffalo, in my opinion, as far as anything scary. Now, Kansas City did run on us a lot more than we've seen this year.
Buffalo has a better defense, though.
They have a
than
better
Kansas
defense.
City.
However, their offensive line's a bigger fucking is a
Burns,
bigger
I took the
liability as
Eagles.
well.
I took the Eagles.
No, you took Buffalo.
I took Buffalo.
I'm taking Philadelphia for a million different reasons, but yes, it's not a homerism here. If the Eagles are playing like
A
shit,
million
I would
different
say fuck
reasons.
this.
How about the shirt you have on there, Rich?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
but
not
that's the
being a
thing.
homer at all.
No, but
Thanks
I'm
for
not. But
tuning
I'm
in, Ken
not.
Karlovich.
I'm honestly not. If you
I
look at
sent an
statistics side by
invitation.
side-
I sent an invitation to somebody. I hope he gets it on his phone because he is blowing up my Facebook and he's got a whole bunch of stuff. Kal-El, I sent you an invitation to come on the show because this is his team and he's got like paragraphs on paragraphs. So, Kal-El, I hit you on Facebook Messenger. Use your phone. Come on, and we will get back to you. And yeah, he's got a whole bunch of stuff. So I'll let.
Now I don't usually bully little kids, but I'm just going to warn you. Okay, this is football talk. This is how he is with WWE is how I am
14.
football.
He can actually get like a permit to work in like a
Yeah.
McDonald's. So he's like a
Kal-El,
real man
I
now.
sent you a message on your phone on Facebook Messenger. You can come on and you can talk what you're talking right now because I can't. You wrote a paragraph. I'm bringing you on. So just come on. Hopefully you come on before the end of the show. But we're going to go to this matchup. And I'll let Kal-El, if he jumps on, give his case because he's got a case. Okay, here we go. Kansas City against the Raiders. That's at 4:20. I'm taking Kansas City. The Raiders ain't even going to show the fuck up. Shane?
Kansas City.
Freight Train?
The same. Kansas.
Smoke?
Yeah. They're not playing Philly anymore, so they actually have a chance to win this game. And Raiders are terrible. Raiders are absolute horseshit. So I'm taking Kansas City big, by the way. It's not going to be close. But Mahomes is pissed off. He had less than 200 yards passing. He threw a fucking pick last week. He played like shit. He's going to come out there this week firing on all cylinders. That's how he is. So Kansas City's going to bounce back with a big win. They're going to win by 30. And you hit that mute button again. You're probably making a lot of really good points right now, too.
No, I must keep in the fucking keep hitting it. I'm trying to do 6 things. Okay, here we go. The Chargers. I was looking at my notebook. Baltimore is at the LA Chargers Sunday night. I'm taking
Upset
You want to go
alert.
first? You want to go
Upset
first?
alert.
I'm taking the San Diego Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
They're San Diego on my Ron Burgundy, baby. Ron Burgundy.
Stay sassy there.
Stay sassy.
Bad
Fuck
Shane.
you, San Diego.
I am taking the Dirty Birds.
Bolts, baby. Bolts.
Okay.
You know, I'm taking Baltimore. I think they're going to win the AFC North. I think they're going to be probably one of the top teams to be in the AFC. I can see them. I had them playing the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Here he is. He's talking smack. He's everybody. Kal-El, the biggest Buffalo fan I know. Get back to saying what you said against the Philadelphia Eagles. Rich Smoke's in the house. Bring the
Rich
heat,
about
kid.
gets smoked.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Say what you got to say, kid.
You're muted.
You're muted. You're muted.
Unmute.
Look,
Unmute.
you're yelling at yourself in a mirror. Come on.
I got it.
Yeah. Here we go. Go ahead,
So-
Kal-El.
It seemed like a lot of typing in the Facebook thing, but it's a short. It's simple. The Bills, if the Bills want to make the playoffs or have any contention at all, they need to beat. I mean, they have like coming up the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Chiefs. But really, who doesn't beat the Chiefs in the regular season? I don't even know when the last time the Bills lost to the Chiefs in the regular season was. So I mean, obviously the Eagles are going to win. As a cheap win on Monday. So
He's taking the Eagles.
now that
Rich is waiting for is you're going to get a rebuttal, kid.
now that the Bills fired their offensive coordinator and they got our new one, he's on fire. He said he trusts all the guys. He called great plays last week. They actually used our tight ends. So now that that's all good, Josh Allen has found his ways. He threw. Okay, I'll give you this. He threw
Look at
one
someone
interception
wrote.
last
Someone
week.
said this. What are you going to say about that?
I mean, that's.
Get him, Kal-El. It's only Brian Burns. Get him.
I mean, he's a Steelers fan, so I don't know what he's going on.
No, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I can't say nothing. So,
Yeah, if the Bills want to win, if the Bills want to make the playoffs, they need to win, and they need to be smart. I mean, the Eagles, they almost lost to the Cowboys. The Cowboys.
oh! Richie's coming. I'm telling you, Kal-El. He's going to give you a receipt here. You got to hang tough. So you are taking the Bills by what? Give
20,
a little score.
22.
Give a little score.
I don't know. Probably it's going to be a close game, so I'm only going to pick them by 3 because I still think they are going to. But
okay.
it honestly might be like it might be like 21-20 if it's such a low scoring game. If Jalen Hurts, well, we got to see what kind of Jalen Hurts we're getting. If we're getting,
Rich, are you ready?
Year's.
I know. Okay, now Kal-El here. Rich is going to give his. Okay, here we go.
What version of Jalen Hurts are we going to get? That's the question we're going to talk about. Is that the quarterback we're going to try to analyze here? Is that what we're going to do? Let me ask you a question real fast. Okay, how many games this season has Josh Allen not thrown an interception in? Out of 11 games, right, 11 weeks. How many pick? He has 2 games all year where he has not thrown an interception.
Oh, you were studying
no,
that.
Hold on. No, because I knew when I came on the show tonight when I took Philadelphia, I wasn't give a reason other than saying, "Oh, I'm an Eagles fan. That's all I'm going to pick. So I'm going to take Philadelphia." I like to have reasons behind making my pick. But let's look at this though. Let's look at this. Already, I'm just going to pull it open on my phone real fast. Look at this. So this is what Josh Allen is, right? This is the. Granted, by the way, I had him as an MVP.
From Kal-El
he was in my top 3 MVP favorites this year. By the way, coming into this year, I like Josh Allen. However, he has played like absolute horse shit all year. Yeah. But let's see. So last week he struggled against the Jets as far as passing yards. They're 275 yards passing. I get it. They're a tough defense. Fine, I'll give them that. No big deal. What about Denver? Okay, fine. They're on a resurgence, and Denver looks better. That's wonderful. 59 quarterback rating walking out of Denver. He threw for 177 yards and 2 picks in that game. Struggled his ass off. Then he played the Giants. The problem with Josh Allen is he always plays down to teams. But the problem is he's only had 3 games over 300 yards this season. That is one of the lowest by any starting quarterbacks in the NFL because that's usually Jalen Hurts too. He doesn't usually go over 300 very often.
That Kenny Pickett doesn't either.
But see where Hurts crosses 300 is Hurts is also mobile. So usually with the rushing and the passing yards combined, that's the problem with Hurts. Everybody will say his passing numbers only. He's a big running QB. It's how he is. The problem is this. You're talking about, we're using our tight ends more. That's great. So you're going to tell me that you would stack your tight ends up against Travis Kelce and say you're just as good? I wouldn't say that. Travis Kelce is dramatically better than any tight end on Buffalo, and he was held to only, 3 or 4 grabs, maybe 5, and half of them were useless. So, again, you could talk about the drop, right? And we could also talk about 30 minutes of scoreless football by Kansas City. 30 minutes where they did not score a single point. So we could talk about the drop, the fumble by Kelce. We could talk about a million different things that you want to talk about.
I got nothing.
However, where's the other 30 minutes? So 30 minutes of time, we're going to blame it on one drop ball. So it's all Scantling's fault because he dropped one ball. What about for 30 minutes? What about the play calls?
I did back in the day, Burns.
Nothing. So again, we can bash Philadelphia if you want to. That's fine. I'm not happy with the way we've been playing either. This is not our best product. However, Josh Allen has yet to show us a single product because we have no fucking clue what's going on. 3 terrible games, 1 good game. Oh, he's back. And Josh Allen's back, baby. Here he goes. He's struck. And then he plays the Giants and throws for 169 yards. What the fuck? How do you go from your best game of the season to your worst game of the season back-to-back weeks?
I think Kal-El threw his phone.
I'm sorry. I agree this game is probably going to be close. I think it's going to be a close one. However, I think Josh Allen is going to be the reason why Buffalo loses. Not to mention, you guys are going to be very one-dimensional. That's the problem with Buffalo right now. It's not all on Josh Allen. It's a very one-dimensional offense. James Cook has been struggling his ass off. He's not running worth the shit. The Bills ain't running worth the shit. The offensive line is like Swiss cheese on a good day. And at the end of the day, Josh Allen is going to get blown up by Hassan Reddick. Get ready for some. Get ready for some. Everybody. His defense is ready for Buffalo. Is Buffalo's offense ready for the defense? I don't think so.
I'll give you another rebuttal, and then I'll have you stay on so you can give the last matchup of Monday night. So, you got anything to say? I know you do. You're trying to bite your tongue.
I just don't know, if Rich has been an Eagles fan as long as he thinks he's ever. It's just been last season.
I've been a fan for a very long time, but I went through a lot of bad years.
They were bad for a while.
Yeah, so you say you're not happy with the way that the Eagles are playing. Yeah, you're gonna go and you're gonna bash the team that you're playing this week.
I think, but that's the thing though, is I know that my team hasn't been 100%. So all the bashing that you're doing, I'm saying I can give you a little bit of leeway. I can say, you know what? I can see where you say there's flaws. I'm not a homer to the point where I blindfold myself and pretend everything is Hollywood. I don't pretend that everything's great.
I'm
not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You know, at least we're not Steelers fans, so we know what we have.
Hey,
unreal.
That'll be enough for that. Okay, we got this last game. We got the Ravens and Chargers. Everything's taken care of.
Yeah, we're good.
Good. Last Monday night
Bubba
game.
has a pee break, and then he has someone from Australia
Chicago at Minnesota. Monday night, I'm taking Chicago.
I fucking knew it.
Rich, who you taking?
I'm taking Minnesota. Fuck Chicago. I never take Chicago.
Vikings.
Freight train.
Minnesota.
Kal-El is a special guest. Who you taking?
Vikings.
Yep.
Kal-El.
I've been trying to tell you, Bubba.
Yeah. Brian Reddick took the Chargers, and Reddick took the Bears. And, hey, we got it through. We had a special guest appearance by Kal-El because he was typing a lot of Bill stuff, so I got him on. Kal-El, I appreciate you jumping on, giving your team support. Thank you so much. I got you in here quick. And, hey, wait, I got one more comment. You
can ignore the comments. It just burns relentlessly.
It just burns.
If anybody wants, he's the whole comment section.
Yeah. Well, hey, we got a lot of comments. But, hey, I want to wish you guys happy Thanksgiving again because the guys were on last night. Rich, you were shuffleboarding it, but happy Thanksgiving. Freight Train, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I got 4 minutes to get an invitation to a guy in Australia because I got an Steeler Nation Australia is coming on my Steeler show, and I will be on it live at 9.
And tonight's topic is going to be how can the Steelers lose it next week? Tune in and find out how you guys are going to lose it next week.
Hold on, I got 2 things for you right here. Here's my receipt. I want to return those back, pal. Here you go. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Brian. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Stay around till 9 o'clock. And happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. Don't get drunk.